Welcome to Shaunie's World. These are just my thoughts with a comedic side of humor. But if you're cool with your girl, go fool with your girl. Appreciate you for dropping by.
Disclaimer. Baby, you new age kids, y'all weak. Y'all are weak. Y'all are gonna be some of the best paid influencers, but y'all are intellectually and emotionally weak as hell. Y'all disrespectful. Innovative, but disrespectful. Okay? With y'all ugly ass. Now, I'm taking y'all to Phoenix, Arizona. And it's so scary because when I was a kid, the village raised us. The kids, we couldn't disrespect nobody. But I'm going to give you this story. And you're going to watch the video and we're going to come back and go down this rabbit hole of why these kids are weak and disrespectful. You know I got the video? Let's go!
Headed to the hospital, bloodied and with a broken wrist. A teenager now taking steps to file suit against the officers and the city of Phoenix.
You're going to jail for ag assault. There you go.
A 16-year-old bloodied in his own home, eventually diagnosed with a broken wrist. But how did we get here? January of 2024. Officers responding to a home in Phoenix where a father accused his teenage son of hitting him, part of a trend of misbehavior.
I can't physically force him to get into anywhere. You know, I mean, he does his own thing. He runs out.
Well, you can. You're just choosing not to.
How though? I mean,
You drag him.
Really?
You drag him. You hit him. He is his child. He only has rights from the government. He has no rights from you. So if you wish to beat him, you can beat him. If you wish to belt him, belt him.
Video shows the officers telling the father Child Services will throw any abuse complaints in the shredder if they see it as discipline. But the father still asks for the officer's help.
Yeah. So can you take his phone then? Can you talk to him? Can that be done?
Upstairs, officers meet Sergio.
Oh, what's going on?
What's up? Hold up, just give me a second.
Hey, get that.
That's not how it works.
He was 16 in this video, but now he's 18. Video shows the teen asking officers if his dad can hit him. They tell him it's okay.
Actually, he was looking
Your
at me.
dad should beat you. Other than sending you to the hospital, your dad should beat you.
Yeah.
Anything in your room is gone.
These officers didn't just fail to protect Sergio, they encouraged child abuse.
Attorney Larry Wolkin is now representing Sergio in a notice of claim against the officers in the city of Phoenix, alleging excessive force.
Ford, what is shocking is not only was there no attempt to de-escalate, the opposite happened. The officers ratcheted up the situation.
Wolkin is talking about this moment. Officers taking Sergio's phone, and when he reaches for it, taking him to the ground.
This isn't just about one teenager. This is about a culture in the Phoenix Police Department that allows actions like this to go unanswered.
The police report says Sergio pushed an officer, but Wolkin says charges were dropped and says the incident left Sergio with 5 stitches and a broken wrist. While outside in handcuffs, Sergio seemed to already be planning a legal fight.
You're going to spend some time at the hospital, then you're going to go to jail.
I'll get some money too.
Yeah, big zero.
Sergio's attorney now says they're willing to settle for $500,000. Over the past week, we reached out multiple times to Phoenix police for comment, asking if this use of force was in policy. We just heard back from them this morning, a spokesperson telling us the incident is pending litigation and pointing us to public records associated with the incident. One police source did tell me there is a Professional Standards Bureau investigation into the incident, and they said staffing issues in this specific precinct have led to less training and oversight for officers. In the newsroom, Ford Hatchett, ABC 15.
Woo, that was a earlobe, wasn't it? Now that's crazy. Y'all probably like, what? Now, I will say this. The little boy probably gonna get paid. Yes. He probably gonna get paid because he has injuries. And that's something you can't place a dollar amount on, like an exact, but you can sure get paid a little bit. Now, the police are right. Dad need to step up. Dad need to discipline. But the police are wrong about how they escalated it. You were called to de-escalate it to the father. This is the important part about disciplining and bending the rod while it's young. See, a lot of parents want to be their children's friends, so then they allow things to slide to the left, boom, slide to the right, boom, crisscross. And then next thing you know, when that kid gets older, there's a level of entitlement you can't reverse because you done let it slide because you thought it was cute. Oh, that's just Johnny. He's just so absolutely hilarious. And then they be like, oh, you're not going to give me this money? Oh, you're not going to let me drive this car? And then the first thing they do is call CPS. They call 911 or whatever. And everybody turns against you because everybody's like, I don't want to be aggressive because I'm scared they're going to take you away. Take mine away. If he get out of control, I don't need him no more. Y'all can handle them, come get them. Because I can guarantee you anything outside this household is going to be government operated, meaning you won't have control of who you pick. You're going to have to deal with who picks you. Now, the thing with the father is, I don't know where the mother is. I don't know if she's alive, she's sick, or just whatever, not in the picture. But the father could not get his son under control. Father couldn't get Sergio under control. And that's why it got called. The police got called to come out there and see if he was in his jurisdiction to do an extra. Calling the police to some parents is like putting this on paper. So if the kid do something outrageous, girl, you knocked me out, then you got backup that this is a problem that has existed. Now, Sergio was 16 at the time. Sergio is 18 now, and he is going after the city of Phoenix Police Department after they broke his wrist and kind of gave him some stitches to his injuries. Now, the only part that I feel the police messed up at is when they snatched his phone, because I don't think he was doing anything in his phone that stopped the police from policing. But when they snatched that phone, that aggressive snatch, he went to go get the phone. I didn't see that he went to punch or push an officer. But an officer is going to be in the mindset of an officer. I am not an officer, but I have friends that are. Anything that your body does, give them a threat because they work in a dangerous field. They don't know if you got some in your pocket. They don't know what you got in your hand. So in their mind, they're always thinking, de-escalate, defense move. Hi-ya! Hi-ya! And they'll hit you with some Street Fighter E Hondas real quick. Brrr. And now you sit up there like... But that's the only part where y'all did too much is when you took his personal property. And that created a physical force. And that created aggression. And then when everybody's adrenaline's rushing, everybody wants to be the superhero. Everybody want to get the pat on the back. But that right there, and it was on your video body cam, showed that y'all didn't have to do that part. Because everything else was just talking. You was like, yeah, you need to whoop him. You need to choke him. You need to slap him. You need to spank him. And that's what it is. And it was okay giving that instructions. Sergio didn't like it because Sergio thought y'all was going to come and be on his side. So the police are telling the people what you need to do to make sure that the people in your household respect you. But when the police become the actual fighters in something they were supposed to de-escalate, then yes, it is a training situation. And that's what they were talking about, that they feel like, the officers probably did do a little bit much more than they should have. And they just probably, even though he was a juvenile at the time, now turned into a young adult, a lot of people are going to feel that y'all failed to protect. And a lot of people are going to feel that y'all caused this to escalate. Broken wrists, few stitches, 5 stitches to be exact. That's a little rough for a situation that should have been a talk down. Everybody does have to remain professional at all times, but I am not in uniform, so I couldn't tell you what their spirit told them was about to happen. I just know that there's an investigation pending with this. Litigation is pending. You heard Sergio's attorney. He's finna go for the money, the $100 bills, y'all. So hopefully I can get a follow-up on this to see if Sergio won a half or a fourth or a third of it. But I can tell you that Sergio might go ahead and get a few dollars with his ugly ass, because this is the one time that the video cam allegedly showed that it could have been de-escalated so many other ways, and then it turned up like they play Little John Bia Bia, or throw them bows, or whatever you want to do, that Ludacris throw them bows, whatever song you want to use to categorize this story, it escalated on up, yeah, Jodeci. So whoever gonna get paid, whoever gonna get laid off, or whoever's gonna be on desk duty is all gonna happen from what went on in this body cam. To the father, you gotta get a backbone, because if your 16-year-old, now 18-year-old does not respect you, it's gonna get worse as long as he's under your roof. So you have to figure out how to let that baby of yours know, that young man know, that you are the authoritative figure in your home, and you better put some respect on my name. And if he don't respect you, then it's best to let him move out and get the hell on, get your bags. Shout out to Ideal. But baby, this new generation is weak and lack emotional intelligence, and they damn sure ain't got no respect for their elders. And I see it every damn day. But I am just the messenger, baby. It's your girl, Shaunie B. If you're cool with me, fool with me. Make sure you check out my website. Yes! www.shauniebeentertainment.com. Check out the fan gear option drop donations, but no pressure to do either of the two because I see the likes, the shares, the comments, the motivation, all of that. I see it and I feel it is appreciated. So I never, ever, ever want y'all to think that I take it for granted. So I always want to tell you thank you from my lips to your ears so you can feel it and hear it and know it's genuine. Let's hop in the comments. Again, when I was growing up, my neighbors could discipline me. My cousins' mothers could discipline me. People that was my coaches could discipline me because it took a village, and I respected those authorities because, again, they wanted the best for me. But now, because these numbers are so easily accessible with these kids, CPS, 911, woo, they don't even respect you because they know that you can get in trouble if you do anything outside the ordinary. But children, remember, when you get the people involved, now your life finna change because everything is now being looked at under a microscope. So while you just want today's privileges, you're making permanent decisions to ruin your family for life. So please respect your elders. Please respect your parents because when they're gone, you're going to look back and say, I don't like how I treated them, but they're not going to be able to hear you because they're deceased because of the stress that you put them through. Stop embarrassing your family and your legacy and grow up, and you don't know everything. And sometimes you just got to put some respect on your family and respect on how you were brought up with your ugly ass. And until next time, next story, and I'm out this piece.